What's up, everyone? It's Mashi from Card Shop Live, coming at you with my top 5 cards I can't wait to rip out of Phyrexia. All will be one. Sadly, that Borg-Zombie-Phyrexian menace they already took over Mirrodin, and now, in a misguided attempt to take the war to them, a bunch of Planeswalkers are going to end up going to new Phyrexia. It doesn't work out for them, baby. It does not work out for them. We are seeing all these Planeswalkers get completed and taken over. That's the storyline. Let's dive into the top 5 cards we want to open out of these packs. It's a bit of a cop-out, but I'm going to say it. Number 5 on the list, these Phyrexian basics. Have you seen these things? They look amazing. I'm gonna save all the treatments for the end of this video, but just look at these Phyrexian basic lands. They look incredible. I can't wait to rip them open. I know the novelty will be lost after the 100th or 200th pack, but for now, I can't wait to get my hands on these Phyrexian basics. And think about that for a second. Just the basic lands look amazing to me, and I can't wait to see them. So that's number 5 on the list. Number 4 is a reprint. But yes, I love Phyrexian Obliterator. 4 black mana, so it's a black mana commitment if ever there was one. 4 black for a 5/5 trample. Anytime a source would deal damage to the Phyrexian Obliterator, the controller of that source sacrifices that many permanents, right? The amount of damage inflicted. I'm OG, y'all. Urza's Destiny got me Phyrexian Negator, and I loved that card. 1 black, 2 other for a 5/5 trampler. But when it took damage, you had to sacrifice permanents. Well, Phyrexia has made a bunch of improvements since we were in Urza's block, and now I sacrifice permanents? No, you sacrifice permanents, baby. So 4 black for a 5/5. Red mages like myself out there are shaking in our boots. You better find those exile effects. You better find those bounce effects, because let me tell you something. If your plan is to chump or burn this Obliterator out, it ain't a good plan, but it's always an exciting card. I think starting with Phyrexian Negator back in Urza's block, the kind of Phyrexian Negator Obliterator, for me, emblematic and very, very iconic for Phyrexia. It used to be about sacrifice everything you need to win, which was the Phyrexian Negator philosophy, right? It exists to cease. Phyrexian Obliterator is more like, we decided it's better if you sacrifice. So we're going to have you do that this time. And always excited to see the Obliterator. That's why it comes in at number 4. Number 3, again, back in Mirrodin, we saw Sword of Fire and Ice, Sword of Light and Shadow. Mirrodin block introduced the swords. They've continued ever since then throughout. We have Sword of Forge and Frontier. The way swords work, right? 3 mana equip, +2/+2. But the title indicates what colors are being called into this, right? So you get protection from 2 colors, Forge red, Frontier green, but you also get abilities based on those colors every time you hit your opponent. So Forge and Frontier, guess what? If I hit my opponent, bang, bang, I get to exile 2 cards, play them from my hand. But wait, that's the red side. Although part of me always thinks that is blue. That's kind of like the future side ability to me. So I always think of that as blue. I know since like Ravnica block, it became red. I get it. The color pie is always changing, everyone. The color pie has changed and evolved over the many, many years of Magic. So that's a red ability now. The green ability, play an extra land. So guess what? You already play a land and you flip a land. It's not wasted, baby. Play that land. Or if you think you can hit your opponent, might as well just wait, swing in there, and then flip 2 lands. That's just gravy, baby. There you go. Sword of Forge and Frontier. And I have to admit, this particular sword doesn't necessarily blow my socks off, but opening swords, because swords, I'm a cube player, I'm a drafter, swords are so OP, and I love seeing the swords, and I really love the creative space that they create. Wizards is taking advantage of it with, like I said, all the way back with Fire and Ice and Light and Shadow, really drawing in the feel of red magic, blue magic, black magic, white magic, in this case, red magic and green magic. How do we, protection from those colors, that's great. You can't burn it out, okay? You're not going to chump it with a giant green creature. I get it, pro-red, pro-green. But how do we incorporate the feel of those colors into the sword? I'm always excited to see that. And swords, no matter what you think when you first read them, they're always OP. So there's gonna be a way for this sword to be really, really good. And always a thrill to open swords. So happy to open that. Number 3 on my list. Number 2, my Empress. I love her. The Wanderer is back. The Eternal Wanderer comes in. She's 6 mana, 2 white, 4 other. Loyalty 5. So a steep price. But she's got that native ability, that ingrained ability, which is only 1 creature can attack her at a time. So you can't swarm the Wandering Empress, right? +1, she's going to blink an artifact or a creature. So you blink it in, blink it out, use that on your own stuff. Get that come into play ability, or Boomer Mashi, that ETB. Enter the battlefield ability. Get some extra value out of those triggered abilities for when creatures come into play on your side, or if they're negative, if it could hurt your opponent, or you get rid of a blocker or whatever that's standing in your way, good. Use it on them. But remember, they're going to get that bonus if it has an ETB ability as well. my favorite part of my Empress coming into play is her 0 mana ability. For 0 mana, you get a 2/2 double striking samurai, 0 mana. 0 mana, what am I saying? 0 loyalty, 0 loyalty, 0 mana, 0 cost, 0 loyalty. You get that 2/2 double striking samurai for free. You can't beat that price. You can't beat that price. She's always got backup, man. My Empress is always toting backup, and there are Kamigawa samurais coming to get you. Double strike, 2/2. Her ultimate, -4. It's kind of like a Wrath Cataclysm. Everyone picks a creature, and guess what? All other creatures, boom, gone. You get to keep 1, and that is it. You get your 1 and hope that creature goes the distance. But don't worry, next turn, she's recruiting more samurai backups. More than anything, I love her. I think she's a total badass. That her regular art, she's like slicing a Phyrexian creature, and she's the Empress. She's from Kamigawa. She's gonna be like, they're rebooting. They're rebooting hard, right? So maybe we're gonna see Koth. We see that Elspeth is gone. It looks like she might really be dead. It's another set, another Elspeth death. We'll see, but it looks like she might really be gone here. Also, is it me or do they just love killing white planeswalkers? Gideon's gone, Elspeth's gone for the second time, and so now we need a replacement. We get the Eternal Wanderer. She's there maybe as our new backbone stalwart white planeswalker. Koth's in the set. Koth's in, maybe they're going to take over. All right, we haven't seen any Chandra, so we'll see. And then number 1, you hear that key in the door? You hear that key hitting the door? You know what that means? Mama's home. That's right. Elish Norn, mother of machines, mommy is here, and she ain't happy, y'all. 1 white, 4 other for a 4/7 vigilance. That's just textbook Elish Norn, right? 4/7 vigilance. We know who she is, but check it out. Check it out. If a permanent would get a triggered ability from something on that you control entering the battlefield, you get to double it. If it's your permanent, if one of your permanents gets triggered, you get to double it. And if something entering the battlefield would trigger an ability on opponent's permanent, they get nothing. Mama said no. Mama said you get nothing. No soup for you. She's mad at you. You're in the doghouse. No soup for you. All soup for me. That's what Elish Norn, mother of machines, the mother of machines, Elish Norn does for you. Incredible ability. Mama's here. Mama's not happy with you. Thankfully, I'm her favorite, so I'm getting a double helping, and you get nothing. That's what Elish Norn, mother of machines, says to all of us, and that's why she's a thrill to open. The other crazy thing about opening anything when we're ripping packs of Phyrexia All Will Be One is these crazy finishes. We got these oil slick foils look incredible. Extended art. We've got black and white cards. We've got that they brought in those Japanese artists. Starting with War of the Spark, they did this, right? The Japanese anime style planeswalkers, and we're seeing it again here in Phyrexia All Will Be One. That art is incredible, yo. They've got what I like to call the SDCC planeswalker finish. I don't know how boomer that is, but they've got that SDCC planeswalker finish on a bunch of the cards, those black cards. They look amazing, and I get it. As a collector, you're like, oh my God, Mosh, so many variants, what am I gonna do? I feel that, but as a box breaker, when I'm ripping packs, seeing all these cool, different, funky finishes, that's what you live for. It's so fun. It keeps it fresh. So I can't wait to start ripping these oil slick foils, extended art, borderless, the alternate arts. It's all incredible. Phyrexia All Will Be One definitely feels like a hard reboot of the Magic storyline. I hope it also presages some of the cool stuff we're going to be seeing and ripping open in future Magic sets, because there are tons of special treatments, tons of alt arts, tons of great things to see. I mean, y'all, here's my list again. I'm going to remind you, number 5 of all the set cards I want to open, basic lands, Phyrexian basic lands. They look incredible. Number 4, Phyrexian Obliterator. Number 3, the Sword of Forge and Frontier. Coming in at number 2, Your Highness, my Empress, my Queen, the Eternal Wanderer. And then number 1, I think the one card we're all looking for, we're all looking to open out of all these packs, it's Mama. Big Mama's back. It is Elish Norn, mother of machines. Check out Phyrexia All Will Be One. It's coming out in a month here on Card Shop Live. Be sure to tune in to Card Shop Live _magic on whatnot to watch Mason and hopefully yours truly open a bunch of this Phyrexian product. It's always a blast over there with Mason and the team at Card Shop Live _magic. And pre-orders live right now on cardshoplive.com. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Prices will go up. Go on to cardshoplive.com right now to pre-order your Phyrexia All Will Be One live today. Until next time, have a great one. Be wonderful to yourself. Be wonderful to each other.